Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Hope so you are all fine. This is your science class and we are doing chapter 1 from cells to organisms. The topic for today's discussion is cell division. Students, if you think of the time when you were a baby, as you become older, you grow bigger and taller. So, what do you think? Do the cells in your body grow bigger as you grow? Does the number of cells in your body remain the same as you grow? Or do the cells in your body change as you grow? So, students, keep a thing in your mind that when we grow, our number of cells and our size of cell will increase. So if we talk about growth of cell, then we can say a cell can increase in size. When it increases to a certain size, the nucleus of the cell makes a copy of itself and separates into two nuclei. Here you can see in this diagram I am explaining the procedure that when a cell increase in its size, it increase to a certain size, then the nucleus of the cell makes a copy of itself. This is the copy of this nucleus and separates into two nuclei. Here you can see in this cell there are two nucleus present. So the cell then divides into two identical daughter cells. These are two identical daughter cells which have their separate nucleus and which are originated from one single cell. And each daughter cell has its own nucleus. The daughter cells are identical to the parent cell. You can observe that all these cells are identical to each other. So each daughter cell then increase in size, makes a copy of its nucleus and divides into two again, and this cycle will continuously go and go on. Okay students, if we talk about splitting of a cell, then splitting of a cell to produce two new daughter cell is called cell division. So this whole process is called as cell division. As this process continues, more cells are formed and the organisms grow in size. Cell divisions occur in plants and animals throughout their lives and are essential for the growth and replacement of old and damaged cells in the body. So we can say that cell division occur in different organisms. It will occur in all animals and all plants, and we can take example of cheek cell in humans, that our cheek cells divide once every 24 hours because many new cells are needed to replace cells that are damaged when we eat or drink. So students, when we perform eating or drinking procedures, our cheek cells can be damaged. So due to these damaged cells, we have to need the new cells for procedure of eating and drinking. So our cheek cells divides once every 24 hours, and this is because many new cells are needed to replace cells that are damaged when we eat or drink. So students, if we talk about formation of new cells, then we can say cells can make new cells by cell division. So we can say cell division is a process through which new cells are generated. So cell division is the splitting of a cell to produce two new cells. It begins with the copying and division of the nucleus of the parent cell before the cell is split. So here you can see it is cell division in which splitting of a cell is producing two new cells, and this splitting will begins by the copying and division of the nucleus of parent cell, and it will turn into two new daughter cells. The last point is about growth. Growth occurs when new cells are made. So growth will be occur when new cells are made. So students, I have explained cell division to you. If you find any difficulty in this lecture, you can ask me. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.